Pete Handscomb announced today that you're off. We'll start with the game first, though. A wonderful way to sign off. Runs at the end for yourself out there when the winning runs are struck, and against a very strong Durham side as well.
Yeah, just nice to get the win. The boys are now heading to the T20 part of the season, so to be top of the table, a couple of points clear there is a really, really good spot to be in, and hopefully this momentum that they're building can carry on for the rest of the season.
Well, where did this performance come to life for you? There's so many moments that we can probably pick, but for you, where did you think this, perhaps midway through day 3, from that point to force home a victory from there when the game's still in its first innings?
Well, yeah, I think there were a lot of little moments throughout the game. The Luke Holman, Martin Anderson partnership there with the bat was crucial in terms of getting us a lead going into that third inning. So, which allowed us then to attack with the ball night of day 3. So I think those were probably the 2 crucial moments, and for us to come out in those 11 overs and for Toby to bowl the way he's been bowling and grab us 3 scalps that night, and then come out again and fire this morning was brilliant, and those sort of moments set teams up to win.
How well is he bowling at the moment? It seemed like he cranked up the gears as well last night and this morning. It seems like it's coming out a bit quicker.
Yeah. I think he's in a really, really good rhythm. On a wicket like that, you really need to bang away at a length. And those bowlers that have got a lot of energy at the crease and energy through the ball can get something out of the wicket. So for him to keep coming and he's bowling a lot of overs as well, but he still has energy on it. He's still making the ball talk and asking great questions of the batsman. So it's awesome to see him go about his business at the moment. Especially
given injuries have been so cruel to him. It's denied him. So he'd have been in the England side all the way for the last however many years if it weren't for those injuries, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. It's just nice to see him on the park and backing it up. 2 games in a row, 3 games in a row. It's really, really, really good. And he's just been really ruthless with the ball, which is something that we're trying to do as a team. And that's part of our identity, that the way we want to play our game. And it's just great to see him going about it in that way.
How do you leave the dressing room? Because obviously international batsmen, you brought in for the runs as well, but it was quite clear when you were brought in, you were also brought in to fix the dressing room, make it a better place. The way you go about your business, let it rub off on a few of the other young batters in particular. What kind of shape do you leave the dressing room in? Because they're now top of the table in Division 2 as well.
Yeah. Look, I honestly don't think it's got much to do with me. I think the guys in there have got the skill. They've got they've got the temperament. I think last year it was all there as well, and we didn't have Toby because he was injured. We didn't have Shaheen as well, for those 3 games, which helped get us 3 wins. Wickets were slightly different as well compared to last year to this year. And then, towards the back end of the season, the boys still put together 4 good wins in a row. So it was there last year, and I think that we're really starting to see it this year. Obviously, being top of the table in Division 2 is huge. But no, I think they're just playing really calm cricket at the moment, understanding the moments in the game, and just being ruthless when it's called upon.
You've seen 2 of the best teams in the country, and Notts, who could have been champions last week. Durham this week turn up. Right, they're missing Potts and a couple of batters, but that bowling attack they put out, and some pretty decent batsmen in that top 5 or 6 as well. And you've gone out and pretty much done to Durham what perhaps where Middlesex just fell that little bit short against Nottinghamshire. They've gone almost twice better to be that much better than Durham this week.
Yeah, that was something we spoke about at the end of the Notts game. That we probably just didn't quite play to the way we wanted to play. We didn't quite execute our identity. We want to be ruthless with the ball. We want to make sure that we give them nothing, and then with the bat, it's the same thing. We're giving them absolutely nothing, making sure that we score in our zones and defending when it's not there. So yeah, I think we were a little bit off last week, but to learn from that so quickly in 3 days, to come back out and execute, how we know we can play, and doing it straight away is awesome, and doing it for 4 days as well, which, if we're being ultra critical of ourselves, I think last year we were probably 3 out of 4 days was really, really good, whereas this year we're starting to put complete games together and 4 days worth of cricket.
And for yourself, obviously that call up back to Australia, and you've got some runs in England this summer as well. I'm sure you'd have loved to have stayed the summer and got more, which would have really pushed that Australia claim for you once more. But obviously, sadly, as you announced today, for family reasons, you've got to call time on the Middlesex stint.
Yeah. I mean, it's great to be have that opportunity to go back up to Australia A. It's you always want to try and play for your country. That's why we play this game. A little bit disappointed with how I've gone over here with the bat. Set high standards, and it's quite obvious that I didn't quite meet the runs that I want to make here, and contributing to wins with the team. But it's just great to see them the way they're going about it. And then after the Sri Lankan tour, I'll go home for the birth of my first. So it's a pretty exciting time, and that's going to be incredible.
Thanks for your time. Good luck with Australia, and all the best to the family.
Cheers, thanks mate.